Randall and Capital City. And we are off to the A final. The women's 4 final, Mile High, Everett, Commencement Bay, Cincinnati Junior Lane 4, Pittsford Lane 5, and St. Louis in Lane 6. And it is St. Louis who's out in front right now. And then on the far side of the course, you can see Everett. These two crews out in front. Trailing is Pittsford. Cincinnati Juniors, we're looking at them right now, and through them we see Commencement Bay, and then over in Lane 1 is Mile High in the blue unis. Lane 2, Everett, making a big push early on with a deck length lead over Cincinnati Juniors, and then in Lane 6, St. Louis. Well, St. Louis really has the lead here at 500 meters by a couple seats over Everett and Cincinnati Junior. Cincinnati Junior just a couple seats back on Everett. This is a great race for first place here. St. Louis in Lane 6, getting the outside lane, meaning they were one of the last ones into this final, are really going for it here. And they are in first place, but this may be changing a little bit as we look to the outside. Everett and Cincinnati. This is 3 boats across as we get to about the 750 here. St. Louis with the slightest of leads over Everett and Cincinnati Junior. Everett on the far side in Lane 2 and Cincinnati in Lane 4. These 3 boats with 3/4 of a boat length over the next closest competitor, which would be Commencement Bay. St. Louis we're looking at right here. In the middle, Cincinnati. And then on the outside, Everett looks like they're starting to make a little bit of a move, and they have moved into first place. Everett, that is Commencement Bay in 4th place right there. St. Louis right in front of us. Look at the effort with every stroke, trying to make that boat go, working together as they get close to the 1,000-meter mark.
Been some marvelous races in the C and B finals here in the women's 4. And here we are in the championship final for 2012 for the women's 4. One of these crews taking home gold, top in the nation. Right now it's really even. When you go to the front, no clear leader at the moment. Lanes 2, 4, and 6 bobbing back and forth, swapping the lead with every stroke. In Lane 2, came in second at the Northwest Junior qualifier, the boat from Everett. Lane 4 is the Cincinnati Juniors. They came in second at the Midwest Juniors. In Lane 6, they were first at the Midwest Juniors. St. Louis. There's a fight for first right here, and you can see that bow number 3, the black boat in the middle of the mix there. That boat there from Commencement Bay. They were first at the Northwest Juniors. The final for the women's 4 here at the 2012 U.S. Rowing Youth National Championships. It is a 4-way dogfight here, 1,250 meters into the 2,000-meter race. Still room to go, but this pack of 4 out at the front has about a boat length and a half of lead over the boat from from Mile High in Lane 1 and the boat from Pittsford in Lane 5. It's going to be quite a duel as they come towards the finish line. Which coxswain has the right strategy, we'll have to see. Here is Commencement Bay beginning to apply themselves. Commencement Bay has taken the lead, but the Cincinnati Juniors aren't letting them get that far out. They are swapping, but Commencement Bay has a seat up on the Cincinnati Juniors in this Women's 4 Championship. Commencement Bay and the Juniors neck and neck. They have now pulled ahead of the boats from Everett and from St. Louis. St. Louis is in 3rd right now, but first belongs to the boat from Commencement Bay. Commencement Bay in first at the 1,500-meter mark. Cincinnati Juniors in second now. Commencement Bay beginning to pull away from the juniors, but still 500 meters left in this race. It's going to be hard to call until it comes down to the finish line. Commencement Bay in first. Cincinnati Juniors in second. Third place belongs to St. Louis right now. Fourth is in Everett. They are still slightly in the mix. And then fifth is Pittsford, sixth, Mile High in the Women's 4 Championship.
What a push by Commencement Bay, coming into first place after being in fourth place by at least a half a length down. And now they have a half a boat length, a 3/4 of a boat length lead over Cincinnati, Everett, and St. Louis. In the middle of the screen is Commencement Bay. Flag on either side. You see Everett behind them, just on top of the screen in the green hats. That is Commencement Bay, who is winding it up now for the sprint. Just to the left of them is Cincinnati, who's not letting them get away easily. And all the way to the left is St. Louis, who is struggling a bit now as they've been passed and are in third or fourth place. They're battling for a medal, having gone from first place now down to battling for a medal with Everett. Commencement Bay out in front by a boat length over Cincinnati. Cincinnati in solid second place here as Commencement Bay opens it up as they get close to the finish line. They're just a couple strokes away. And to get the gold medal. And there is Cincinnati, and it is Everett for the bronze. St. Louis, fourth place. Pittsford, fifth. And it's going to be Mile High as they cross the line. For official results, go to usrowing.org. Everything I say is unofficial. But that was a fantastic race for Commencement Bay, coming from deep in the hole there and just rowing everybody down in the third 500 meters.